In this video, I'll show you how to teach in-person lessons with one device. For example, if your students are looking at your computer screen, if you're using a projector or a smartboard in a classroom, or even if you're teaching a one-on-one lesson in person. Here's how to do it. This video will help you whether you're in a classroom or if you're teaching in any other face-to-face situation. There are two basic ways of doing in-person teaching with Off to Class. You can use multiple devices, where your students would log into their own device and follow along and participate, or you can use one device. For today's video, we're going to go over one device where you share your computer with your students physically, where either they are looking at the screen or you're projecting it, and you'll both be focusing on that screen. If you would like your students to use their own devices, please see another video. Here's the device that we'll be looking at, this computer. I'm logged in, and I'm going to launch my lesson. I'll choose my class or my student. I'll enroll the student, and I can see that my student is enrolled. This process is the same, whether it's one student sitting next to me, or it's a classroom and we're looking at the projected image of the computer screen. The important thing when teaching in person is that on your side, the teacher side of Off to Class, you can see the teacher notes on the left. So we'll want to hide these notes from the students while being able to see them ourselves. So one thing you can do, if you would still like to be able to see your teacher notes, but don't want your students to be able to see your teacher notes, is you can log into offtoclass.com on your phone or your device. And if you log in on your phone while a classroom is open, you will see this button on your device, which will allow you to display your teacher notes on your device and not on your screen. So all I have to do is tap this blue button, which says tap here to track your active classroom's teacher notes. So I'll tap this, and now I see the teacher notes on this device. So I'll click this four-way direction arrow. That will move my teacher notes to a new window, which I will simply put in the background. Now I have my teacher notes on my device, and I have the slide material on the main computer. So as I change my slides on my computer, the notes on the secondary device changes automatically. So as I move through the slides, I can see automatically that my teacher notes are synced. And just because we're sharing this single computer screen doesn't mean we can't use the adaptive features of Off to Class, just like if we had multiple devices. So for example, I can ask my students questions orally and type the answers into the slides, and I can also use the pen feature to draw and adapt the content as we're having our class. I can also right-click on words to access the other contextual features. In this way, you can use Off to Class effectively with multiple students using a single computer.